Hey there, Coach Abaxial here with Game Gym Online. Thanks for coming in. Regardless of whether you want to just win a Clash tournament with your friends, climb a challenger, or one day go pro, we're here to point you in the right direction. This is Target Champions Only. Target Champions Only is an advanced keybind that can make a big difference in how smoothly and confidently you play difficult situations. It is most commonly used for turret dives, but is also applicable to fighting and landing abilities against opponents in minion waves. During the first exercise in this video, we're going to be using a flash combination. If you don't know what that is, watch the video Ability Buffering and Combinations and then come back here.
Lesson 1. Discussing keybinds. Enter practice tool with Ari. Before we begin, we have to make some decisions about what keybinds we will use. By default, Target Champions Only is bound to your tilde key next to 1. It can either be a button that you hold down, like when you press spacebar to lock your camera, or it can be a toggle that you press once to turn on or off. I personally prefer hold behavior because I find it helps me turn it on or off more quickly, but this makes keybinding it a little bit more difficult. The tilde key is fine for a toggle, but holding it down takes up your ring finger, unless you have extremely long fingers. This takes up a finger that you normally use for Q and perhaps A. We don't want to make unnatural shifts in how we play while holding down this key. For me, the best two solutions I have found are either to use my thumb to get C or V, or to use caps lock with my pinky. Caps lock has the benefit of still allowing you to access spacebar for camera control. However, by default, the game will not let you bind caps lock. Many keyboards sold today come with control software that allows you to remap your keys, which is what I personally do. So I personally hold down caps lock in order to activate Target Champions Only. Exercise 1. Ari Charm Flash in Minions. Now that we've figured out our keybinds, let's see things in practice. Ari Charm Flash is something that's simple enough on a target in open space, but when there are minions, it gets much harder to position precisely without starting an auto attack with your right click. This is where Target Champions Only comes in. With Target Champions Only activated, you can click exactly where you want to be and change directions at the last moment. So rather than having to click, over the minions, very clearly like this, you can simply ignore them and position exactly where you want to, and then Charm Flash at the last moment. Now, if you want to do this with a hold, like I do, you can see I'm holding V right here. It's a little bit demanding on your left hand, but it is doable. If you want to try and do it with tilde, good luck, getting that with your pinky, but figure out what works for you. I didn't show it earlier, but the option to treat Target Champions Only as a toggle is underneath the options in game. So, right here, that does save us some of the left-hand gymnastics. It's a little bit easier for us to just consistently land Charm Flash. We just hit the button one time, and then we can do whatever we want. But in my opinion, it's a little bit hard to sort of toggle that on and off, several times, in the space of a few seconds. It feels like it's something that you'll only be using when you're really premeditated, really focused. You're not trying to farm at all. You're only going to fight him, like your jungler there or something like that. I prefer the behavior of a held key.
If you wish to keep learning about this subject, then I'll see you in part 2.